The Protectors of the Wood Adventure Series, episode number 112, The Mystery of the Mapstick.
Who can be the keeper of the world we love? Can it live forever in the life above? Long ago you asked me, how can I know? And when it's all over, where does it go? I just can't leave it to the winds of time. I will hold it in my heart wherever I may be down the line.
Please give me peace before I'm torn apart. I'm just one of many, living with an aching heart. Please give me peace before I'm torn apart. I'm just one of many, living with an aching heart.
Thick clouds completely covered the sky. The day was drawing to a close. An early twilight spread across the land. Abby and her father walked among the trees. She ate a few apples, and they discussed different varieties, old and new. But Dennis seemed preoccupied and lacked the enthusiasm Abby had expected. In response to her questions, he gave short answers, and finally, none at all.
Dad, what's the matter?
Oh, there are things on my mind, things I regret.
But Sonny said...
I know what Sonny said. He's right so far as that goes, but there's more to it. I'm just debating how to tell you.
They stopped and looked at each other. It was growing dark.
I want to hear it. That's really all I want right now. I'm grateful for all you've said, and I want more.
Well, let me tell you a little story. Maybe that's the best way. You see, after we left Rivergate and moved to Ridgewood, your mother and I needed more money. I was promoted at Owen's Apples, and my hours increased, and your mother found a new job. And so I've spent over 25 years working for Owen's Apples with a decade of high pay and responsibility. Oh, it's been a good job, even if they did somehow take half my pension away. It was the work I chose, and I was very good at it. But after I was promoted, I realized I didn't like it. In fact, I began to hate it.
He put his hands in his pockets and hunched his shoulders. A fine drizzle was in the air.
Now, don't feel sorry for me. Just listen. After only a few months, I realized I'd lost a dream. I'd always had a secret hope that someday I would grow an apple tree from seed, and not grafting, mind you, but straight from seed, a new tree with fabulous new gifts. I know how unexpected these experiments are. The result is always a new variety, but usually not worth growing for people. The taste of the apples, the ripening of the fruit, and many other things come into play. But I've always known that every once in a while, a new seed comes up with entirely new values, a moment of grace, a miracle. But as a supervisor at Owen Apples, I had no time or space to experiment. We were no longer here in Rivergate where people were interested. At Owen's, no one cared. They wouldn't even allow me to try, because it didn't pay.
Abby waited, knowing there was more. Her father's face was in shadow. A strong breeze blew the drizzle into her face. The water dripped like tears.
Well, in my heart, the loss of the dream was somehow related to the mapstick. I knew I had this great gift, that I could do nothing with it, and it became an obsession. So finally I asked Wendy about it.
Abby gasped.
You went to see her? But you didn't get along, hadn't spoken for years. Why didn't you tell me?
Yes, don't rub it in. I've made terrible mistakes, I know. But after you started high school and began to stay away nights and lead a separate life that I knew little about, I had to do something. So I searched her out. She was overjoyed to see me, and even said she'd been expecting me. I told her the problems that were eating away at my life, and she said a few things I'd like to tell you now.
Abby waited, breathless with anticipation. Her heart was fluttering.
First, Wendy told me that apples are like people. Most are grafted on to roots and grow up absorbing the identity they are given. Nothing wrong with this, but the world needs new virtues sometimes, strange as they may appear to be. And Wendy said that I was in fact growing a new shoot from a wild seed, a tree that could become an unexpected variety, a moment of grace.
He paused. Abby's hair was wet. The rain dripped down her neck.
I knew as soon as she said it that this new tree was you. So I asked her about the mapstick. What does it mean? When should I give it to you? What should I say? She said I'd done well to keep it a secret because a tree from seed needs years to grow and show its virtues. She said I'd know when the time came because you would come to see me. I knew that day was today.
Abby felt her tears mingle with the rain. She grabbed her father and hugged him, sobbing quietly. He finally stepped back and said,
And there's more. Wendy talked about the mapstick. Did she ever mention it to you?
No, never.
Wendy told me to wait for the right time, and I guess she has waited too. Her right time can't be far off.
Abby heard a sound drifting on the wind and realized it was someone calling.
Dennis! Abby! Where are you? Dennis! Abby!
It's Mom.
They wiped their tears away and walked toward the sound. Abby ground her teeth.
I need to hear the rest of this.
I wish you a rainbow all around your head, a safe place inside when you're dreaming in bed, a future beyond me where hope lights the way, a life to be living when I've gone away. The years roll like waves on the ocean before us. You're off in your boat with your sail in the air. My heart it goes with you precious than gold is each strand of your hair. I'm asking the man in the sky to take care of you on that boat with your sail in the air. The years they unfold as a mystery before us. From out of our mother, the earth we all share. May earth, wind, and water go on forever. May we always go with them, our sails in the air. The man in the sky wants us to take care of our mother around us, the earth in the air. The man in the sky wants us to take care of our mother around us, the earth in the air.
Thanks for listening to the Protectors of the Wood Adventure Series. Find all our projects on protectorsofthewood.com. Support us on Patreon at Protectors of the Wood. And to all the eco warriors out there, remember that everyone can make a difference and every action counts.